For the first time, health officials say a new COVID variant has been detected in Spokane. We'll break down what that means and where the variant came from.
Having them here at the Spokane airport is great news for the travelers, knowing that we're taking those steps to make a touchless environment.
Plus, new technology is headed to the airports. We'll explain what you can expect before you fly.
Tracking a few showers this evening and then sunshine in the forecast. I'll have a look at your 7-day outlook next.
The media got to meet with Gonzaga for the lone time today before their game against Creighton on Sunday. Hear from Mark Few and Joella Yayi.
Well, good evening and thank you for joining us for Crampton News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Whitney Ward. New tonight at 5, 2 new variants of the coronavirus have been detected here in Spokane County as well as North Idaho. Both originated in California.
And here's what we know so far about the recent data. 2 different variants were first detected in California back in July of 2020. They are known as B.1.427 and B.1.429 variants. Early research from the CDC shows the variants may be more infectious and could potentially cause more severe disease. The Washington State Department of Health says there are 4 cases of the B.1.429 variant and 1 case of the B.1.427 variant found in Spokane County. Meantime, in North Idaho, the Panhandle Health District discovered 1 case of the B.1.427 variant. This is the first variant found in North Idaho. Meanwhile, our local and state health officials agree the best way to fight all these variants is to get vaccinated as soon as you're eligible.
But across eastern and central Washington, multiple appointments at our mass vaccination sites are going unfilled every single day. So today, I asked our state's top doctor, Health Secretary Umair Shah, if a regional approach to vaccine eligibility might be the answer.
Has there been or would there be any consideration to maybe open up eligibility to more people, a more regional approach for vaccine eligibility so that they can get vaccinated sooner?
Right now, our goal is to move forward as a state, and we feel that we've been successful at doing that. Now, that said, we are at times working with partners to see what we can do to advance issues within their communities, if we need to transfer or do something else, and we've been absolutely committed to that. But right now, a regional approach, I'm not sure is the right answer. I will say, though, what we do want to do is make sure that we don't get in a situation that we open up prematurely and then we have more people that are eligible, but then guess what happens? They're all fighting to get vaccine.
You can hear more from our conversation today, plus why he is worried about people who are choosing not to get vaccinated at all. That's coming up tonight on KREM 2 News at 6 o'clock.
Our vaccine team is working hard to bring you the latest information in the race to vaccinate America. And just a reminder, Panhandle Health District announced yesterday everyone 16 and older in North Idaho is eligible to receive a COVID-19 vaccine right now. The health district told us yesterday that providers are reporting having unfilled appointments and they are seeing more vaccines available than there are people coming in. So when you sign up, the Panhandle Health District will let people know what vaccine you are receiving. The Pfizer vaccine is for people 16 and older, while the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines are for people 18 and older.
And here in Washington, everyone 16 and older across the state will be eligible for the vaccine by May 1st. Now, next Wednesday, another 2 million Washingtonians will become eligible. So here's who will be able to get vaccinated then starting next week. That's anyone 60 and older, anyone with 2 or more diseases or medical conditions, anyone living in congregate settings like correctional facilities, group homes, or those who are homeless, as well as workers in restaurants, manufacturing, and construction.
Meantime, over in Kootenai County today, the Panhandle Health District Board voted 5-2 to end the district's mask mandate. This means the public health agency for Idaho's 5 northern counties is no longer requiring masks effective immediately. This comes on the same day as the health district reported its first case of the California COVID-19 variant. Idaho Governor Brad Little never set a statewide mask mandate. While the health district did end its mandate, cities or counties can still make their own mandates. Originally, Panhandle Health District's mask mandate was set to expire on April 22nd.
And breaking news today from Governor Jay Inslee, a change in the social distancing requirements at all Washington schools.
So rather than being 6 feet apart, students now must only be 3 feet apart. Our Casey Decker has all the details about this decision and why it matters. Casey?
Well, Mark, it may seem like sort of a small change, but it's certainly been the topic of some debate for a few weeks now, really a focal point of the conversation around the return to the classroom. So first, let's break down exactly what this change entails. First, like you mentioned, the state will no longer require students be 6 feet apart from each other in the classroom, only 3 feet. However, the decision will actually still be left up to individual school districts. They can elect to stay at 6 feet if they want, at least until summer, when Inslee says everyone should be down to 3 feet. Now, this leeway only applies to student interaction. In other words, staff must stay 6 feet away from students and from other staff. And the state says everyone should still be wearing masks. Furthermore, this 3 feet rule only applies to the classrooms themselves. 6 feet is still required in common areas or while eating and during activities like PE or music. And finally, families uncomfortable with this change, they'll still have the option to go fully remote. Now, this change comes following a number of factors. For one, pressure from some educators and administrators wanting to bring more kids into the classrooms who said there's oftentimes just not enough space with the 6-foot restrictions. Secondly, the expansion of vaccine eligibility to include school staff. And third, revised guidelines from the CDC saying that 3 feet is okay.
Now, we know and we are confident in this decision because in addition to the CDC guidance, which has been based on huge assessment of the science, there are thousands of schools today operating across the country under this guidance right now and operating safely. It's importantly, this order removes another barrier that would otherwise prevent the full reintroduction of children into the classroom in a more normal setting.
Now, these changes technically take place effective immediately, but in practice, it may be a little while before you start seeing them take effect in your schools, since each district will need to make its own decision and assess the situation. We're reaching out to local districts to get their response, and we'll have more on that later tonight. Mark, Whitney.
Casey Decker, thank you very much. All right, turning to weather, been kind of a gloomy week so far, but that could all change by the weekend.
Yeah, a lot of blue sky out there right now. We love the look of that. Meteorologist Tom Sherry actually outside right now, giving us an outlook on how the weather is going to shape up, starting with tonight.
Well, I tell you what, this morning it was cloudy and cold and just, kind of gloomy, like Mark said. And I'm telling you, it's blue sky and a very warm sun right now over in the western horizon. So enjoying this. Sunshine returns again for us on Friday. Continued mostly sunny skies expected on Saturday. Then we'll look for increasing clouds by the time Sunday rolls around. Also now, it looks like Sunday night into Monday is going to get very, very windy. We could see some wind gusts. Now it looks like in that 40 to 50 mile per hour range. So keep that in mind. We could have some potential power outages as we get into Monday morning or Sunday night. So we'll keep our fingers crossed this does not happen. Right now we're at 48 degrees, as you can see. Doesn't feel like 48, at least when the sun is shining directly on you. You can see from the radar picture, still plenty of rain to the north of us and to the west of us. So it just depends on your location, what kind of weather you're enjoying right now. But right now, here on the South Hill, my location on the patio, I've got sunshine. But you can see just to the north of Spokane, it's headed our way. Looks like it's going to be up around the Deer Park right now, Deer Park area, and will continue to head from north to the south. So I wouldn't rule out some showers here locally as well. Then we'll look for an overnight low of 32 degrees. Again, the sun I talked about tomorrow should warm us up to 54. I'm always looking ahead to the weekend, folks. You can always count on that. 62, the expected high on Sunday. Again, becoming very, very windy late Sunday into Monday. More on that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, we'll talk to you then. Thank you very much. Well, in just 4 days, Gonzaga takes on Creighton in the Sweet 16. And today, head coach Mark Few and Joella Yayi were made available to the media today in Indianapolis. Brenna Green joining us live in the newsroom tonight with more from that press conference. Brenna?
Yeah, we got more updates on bubble life today and, of course, talked about the Zags matchup with Creighton.
Normally during the NCAA tournament, teams travel back to campus in between rounds. That's obviously not happening this year, so that leads to a lot of downtime in the bubble. For Mark Few, that apparently means using his downtime to go a little too hard.
Our staff, at least me and a couple members, were able to go out and enjoy some of this Indiana sunshine yesterday. It was awesome to be outside and 70 degree day, and I'm feeling it a little bit today. Got a little bit overzealous with my workout. Wasn't quite ready for that.
The team also visited the Indianapolis Zoo a few days ago and went to Topgolf on Wednesday. That, of course, prompted the question of who performed the best and who didn't.
Corey was at the top. I know that Posh and Pavel, Martinez, Aaron, Umar were kind of down there at the bottom. I know Will got a great swing. Matt got a great swing too. I have a decent swing. I got better because I was so bad that I made progress.
The downtime has also led to some silliness.
Do you hear this?
Team prankster Joel Ayayi has kept it simple thus far, but he's open to more elaborate suggestions.
People. Oh, I wonder who. Joel, do you want to say something to the people? Oh, now you want to run.
Oh no, I just hide, behind walls and try to scare people. I think I got a couple of guys already. I just knock on doors and run. Kind of childish, but it always works. And I would just, tap your back on one side and you better turn on the right side because otherwise, I got you. I guess that would be the top 3 pranks I did as of now. I'm taking any ideas though.
There is still a game on Sunday, though. Mark Few had high praise for Creighton today.
They're an absolute elite offensive team, and they, year in and year out. Greg's like brilliant with his offensive schemes. They have tremendous skill, and then now they've got some real athleticism rolling to the rim, and they're experienced.
He also wants to remind fans of one thing heading into this matchup.
When you get to this level, you're going to play a really, really, really good team, and they're certainly that.
Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. for our Bulldog Madness special. We'll hear former Zag Admon Gilder talk about this year's team, the Blue Jays' thoughts about the Zags, and talk to several locals about the plethora of Spokane connections in this year's NCAA tournament on both the men's and women's side. Back to you.
Brenna, thank you very much. Looking forward to the game, right?
And I'm glad that they're having a little fun. That's, a good way to relieve the pressure and kind of just take in the moment.
We were talking about maybe the bubble's kind of a good thing in some ways because it keeps everyone out of trouble, perhaps.
I like that. It keeps them safe. We like that, for sure.
For sure. Okay, the Zags headed to the Sweet 16, of course. Be sure to catch the matchup between Creighton and Gonzaga again this Sunday at 11:10 a.m. right here on KREM 2.
And to show a little love for your hometown team, you can download these amazing social media graphics that you can put to use on your social media pages. All you have to do is text the word Zags to 509-448-2000.